What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Nash, and today we're going to be talking about some of the skills that you need if you're going to be working as a financial advisor. And this is a path that a lot of people take that have maybe a finance degree or they have a business degree, and they usually have to have additional licenses in order to do the day-to-day things that financial advisors do. Maybe it's selling insurance, or maybe recommending stocks, or building portfolios. So you need certifications for that. So they usually get those certifications, and it also allows them to be really competitive, because if you look in the market right now, the financial advisor market, you're going to see that there's a lot of supply. So there's a lot of financial advisors, but there isn't a lot of people that look for those financial advisors. So a lot of financial advisors end up not having jobs. So you need to be really competitive in order to make it in this industry. So I'm going to be going over some of the tips, or skills that you need to have before you even get into the industry. All right, so before we get into that, what exactly is a financial advisor? So it is pretty much someone that helps you with money, right? Anything related to finances or money, they're going to be able to help you with that. Whether you're trying to decide if you want to purchase insurance, or if you want to build a stock portfolio for retirement, or for your kids, or anything like that, they're going to be able to help you with that. And they usually have certifications that verify that they know what they're talking about or what they're doing. So if you look into the industry, right, the financial advisor industry, you're going to see that there's a lot of financial advisors than people who actually need financial advisors. So having those certifications makes you competitive, and that is what you need to be in an industry like that. So now if you look on the other side, you're going to see that there are people that use financial advisors that need them to help them with their finances or whatever. But there's also one problem with that, which is going to be robo-advisors. So robo-advisors are pretty much going to be apps and websites that help people make financial decisions, which is pretty much what financial advisors are supposed to be doing. All right, so the first one's going to be sales and marketing. So to get clients, you have to be really good at sales, because you're going to be calling them random people that you've never spoken to before. So you have to be really, really convincing, and you're going to be sending emails, or you're going to be reaching out to people that you know. So you have to be really good at sales. And on top of that, you also have to be able to market yourself as a professional, as someone who knows what they're doing. All right, so the next one is going to be attention to detail. So once you get the clients, it's usually people that don't know what they're doing, right? They need your help. They want you to help them understand, how to save money, how to create a budget. These people might not have the same knowledge as you do, so they're not going to be using financial words like you might know. So they're going to be using, everyday language. So you have to pay attention to the details and ask questions so you fully understand what they're trying to communicate with you. So you have to really, really pay attention to detail. You're going to be talking to older people, and maybe sometimes even younger people. So you have to really, really pay attention to detail. They have different ways of communication, and you as the financial advisor, you have to be able to translate that into finance. And the next one's going to be being able to build relationships with clients, which is probably the most important one on the list here. Clients can always leave, right? The next day they might decide that they don't want to work with you anymore. But if you build a strong relationship with the client, they might stay a little longer, or maybe their entire lifetime, who knows. But you need to be able to build relationships. And this is also going to build a lot of trust, especially if you are managing their stock portfolio. Maybe it's a retirement stock portfolio. There are times when the market is going down, and your clients might say, hey, can you take my money out because the market is about to crash? And you might tell them that it's going to be fine. Like, just give it a couple weeks, or maybe a year, or a couple months. The portfolio is going to be back to, to making money. But, they're not going to trust you. But if you build a relationship with your clients, they're going to be able to trust you. They're going to be like, he or she knows what she's doing, so let me listen. So you need to be able to build relationships with clients. All right, so the next one is going to be, you have to be able to work with numbers, and also be able to analyze a lot of data. All right, so when you meet a new client, they're probably going to bring you their financial records, right? They're going to be asking you questions. They're going to be like, well, if I put in $1,000, how much am I going to get? So you don't want to be clueless. You want to seem like you know what you're doing. So you have to be really good with numbers. You have to be able to analyze data, just in case a client comes in and they're like, oh, these are my loans, these are my assets, can you tell me this, and that? So you have to be able to analyze the data and give them an answer. And the next one's going to be communication. So this one is really important, because you have to be able to communicate with all kinds of people, and you don't have to change your communication style like crazy. You just have to be able to adapt. If someone is a little older and they kind of like understand how their finances work, you don't need to over explain it to them, right? That's what I'm talking about when I talk about communication. And if you are talking to someone who is a little younger and they have no idea what's going on, you have to really over explain, right? Because they need more information. communication. So you should be able to change your communication styles based on who you're talking to. I'm not talking about changing your voice or accent or anything like that. Just change your style of communication. And the last one is being able to simplify complex ideas. So there's a lot of complex things in finance when it comes to investing, saving money. So some of your clients might not even know what that is. So you have to be able to simplify those things into everyday language. So if someone who's a little younger who has no idea what's going on asks you a question about, how you pick stocks, how you're picking stocks that go into his or her portfolio, you don't have to use big words. Try to make it into a language that anyone can understand. And this goes back into your communication style. So try your best to simplify those complex ideas, because not everybody knows those big finance words that, financial advisors tend to use. But that is pretty much it for this video. Let me know if I missed anything, if you want to add anything else to this. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure to go ahead and hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.